Alright guys, we got us some red snapper topped with some crawfish étouffée. And before you ask, yes, I'm from Louisiana, and I'm sorry, no, we don't all speak fluent alligator. We're finna show you how you make it. Alright, for your crawfish étouffée, first thing you want to do is cut you up a red, yellow, and green bell pepper. I'll dice them up, deep, get the spines and everything out of them. Now you want to dice you up 2 yellow onions. Now you want to cut you up 2 sticks of celery. Louisiana, we call this the Holy Trinity. While your wife's feeding the baby, take a beer break. Alright guys, you got all your damn vegetables I told you to cut up in your bowl to the side. Now go ahead and add your 2 sticks of salted butter to your pot. And while we waiting on that butter to melt down, I'm going to tell you a fun fact. The word étouffée is a French word that means to suffocate or to smother. So next time you're out here in this heat, you can say, man, I'm finna étouffée. Alright guys, you got your butter melted down. Go ahead and add your vegetables. And you're just going to cook these down for about 30 minutes or so. Thank you, baby. Now you want to stir your vegetables in and get them cooking down. You want, like I said, about 30 minutes on this part. All right, since you got your vegetables in your pan, go ahead and season them up with some Cajun seasoning. Some garlic powder. Some onion powder. And a little bit of cayenne pepper to burn your booty hole. And just a little bit of salt. Now get that all mixed in good. While that's cooking down, take a beer break. And while your vegetables are cooking down, my wife's got the green tomatoes. She's slicing them up, soaking them in an egg wash with a little bit of 2-step on them. All right, add your 2 eggs to a bowl and add you some of that Cajun 2-step. And mix your green tomatoes up and just let them marinate in that egg wash and that 2-step. All right, Stale Cracker's got a cracker assistant. I got a wife assistant. You had your vegetables cooking down about 10 minutes. Go ahead and add your garlic. Thank you, baby. All right, guys, your vegetables been cooking down about 30 minutes. Go add your 1/3 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. Now go ahead and get that mixed in good. Oh, she's blurring up my camera. All right, guys, now you're going to let this cook about another 30 minutes. This is very important since you added flour now. This is basically what we call a roux in Louisiana. You do not want to burn your roux. If you burn your roux, you ain't eating nothing tonight, buddy. I'm going to tell you that right now. But it ain't going to be no good. But you're just going to keep on stirring this. You got to keep babysitting it for about 30 minutes. And another thing, guys, I forgot to say it. Don't cook this on a real high heat. You want it about a medium heat. If you do it too high, you're going to burn your roux, and then your food's going to taste like doo-doo, man. All right, guys, you've been stirring it non-stop. That's the color I like. Add you 2 cups of hot water. And just mix it on in there. And guys, if you like it a little darker than this, you can go a little bit longer. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. It's just the color I like, and you can do whatever you want. Just don't burn it. Come on. All right, guys, you got it back to bubbling and doubling. Go ahead and add your 2 pounds of Louisiana crawfish tails. Don't be buying under that damn Chinese crawfish now. Now go ahead and stir that in. All right, guys, you want to get this to a slight boil, and you're going to lower your heat to a low heat and just let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Baby, who would you say this is the better cook in the house?
Me.
No, you ain't either. All right, guys, you got it back to a slight boil. Go ahead and turn your fire down or your heat down. I ain't got no gas oven. Put it on about a 2. And then you just want to put the lid on it and let it simmer about 20 minutes. And another fun fact for y'all, a lot of people don't know this, some of you do. Crawfish swim backwards, but today they're swimming in that pot. One more fun fact. You know that crawfish étouffée was first cooked at the Hay Bear Cafe in 1920. Now you know. And they used crawfish tails, crawfish fat, and peppers and onions. But we made it taste a little better nowadays. All right, y'all, we've been having this crawfish étouffée simmer about 20 minutes. We're gonna leave it on low, let it stay warm. We're gonna get started on this red snapper. All right, guys, go ahead and season your redfish with a little bit of Cajun two-step. A little bit of onion powder. And some garlic powder. And don't forget the black pepper. That puts you about a 1/4 stick of butter in a pan. Go ahead and put it in the oven so you can get it melted down. We'll pull it back out and we'll get that redfish on it. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get us a good sear on our red snapper before we put it in the oven. And you want to have your oven at about 375, guys. All right, guys, we got our red snapper nice and seared. We're going to get it ready to go in the oven. All right, guys, go ahead and put your red snapper in your pan. Now go ahead and put it in your oven at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you, baby. All right, now for the green tomatoes, go ahead and add you about a cup of cornmeal, some Cajun two-step, some onion, and some garlic powder for your fried green tomatoes. Now go ahead and get your green tomatoes in there and get them nice and coated. And guys, if you made it to this point in the video, please give me a follow and a like. I love cooking and I plan on to keep on doing this. And, you know, if you want to help me out, I sure would appreciate it. All right, guys, you got your frying green tomatoes all nice and coated. Go ahead and add them in your frying pan. About 3 to 5 minutes to each side or to whatever color you like. Another fun fact for you non-Louisianians, Louisiana is the only state in the country that has parishes instead of counties. Boy, look at that right there, son. I'm telling you what, that's going to make a big old stink pickle. All right, guys, you got your plate nice and plated up. Let's see if it's worth a damn. Oh yeah, it's gonna make a turd.